Oh my goodness, everybody. Former President Barack Obama was in the Steel City of Pittsburgh tonight, and he was laying it on Dipstick Donald like you couldn't believe. It made you feel like you were back in the 70s and the steel curtain was in the house. You got to see some of the build-up to the absolute zinger that Obama threw at the very end, because when Obama throws a zing, Donald Trump ain't got no zang.
Donald Trump is a 78-year-old billionaire who has not stopped whining about his problems since he rode down his golden escalator 9 years ago. Do you think Donald Trump has ever changed a tire in his life? I'm just trying to picture it. Or you could try it at home. Honey, did you do the dishes? I have a concept of a plan to do the dishes. How's that going to go over? If it wouldn't work for you, why in the heck should it work for the President of the United States? But the good news is, Kamala Harris, she doesn't have concepts for a plan. She has an actual plan to make your life better.
Ain't that the truth? And then, of course, Obama reminded America, which people seem to have a really convenient memory when it comes to, whose economy was that Donald talks about?
And the reason some people think, wow, I don't know, I remember that economy when he first came in being pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good, because it was my economy. We had 75 straight months of job growth that I handed over to him. It wasn't something he did.
And of course, very apropos, Mr. Obama does indeed remind everyone what he had to clean up from the Republican that came before him.
I spent 8 years cleaning up the mess that the Republicans had left me the last time. He didn't do nothing except those big tax cuts.
Yeah, let's take a few pegs off that revisionist history by most people, right? And then he does one of my faves in terms of Trump, always trying to sell something. Wow.
Constant attempts to sell you stuff. Who does that? Selling you gold sneakers and a $100,000 watch and most recently a Trump Bible. Got his name right there next to Matthew and Luke. I mean, you could not make this stuff up. If you saw it on Saturday Night Live, you'd say, well, no, that's going too far. No, he's doing that.
Yeah. Disingenuous Donnie selling Bibles. This is a man who couldn't hold a Bible right side up the last time we saw him holding one. And we're almost to our breaking story, coming up with the final zinger by Obama. You gotta see. Obama reminds everyone that, yeah, Donald Trump actually caring about you?
If Donald Trump does not care that a mob might attack his own vice president, do you think he cares about you? Pennsylvania, we do not need 4 more years of that.
And then finally, on our breaking final moment of this speech, Mr. Obama just absolutely stone cold blindsides Trump with his own words, and it never tastes very good. Enjoy.
Or a car seat. Or diapers. I remember buying diapers. I remember the first time I went in the store, right after Malia was born. I was like, what? That's how much diapers cost? I remember changing diapers. You think Donald Trump ever changed a diaper? Yeah. I almost said that, but I decided I shouldn't say it. We don't need 4 more years of arrogance and bumbling and bluster and division. America's ready to turn the page. We are ready for a better story, one that helps us work together instead of turning against each other. Pennsylvania, we're ready for President Kamala Harris.
I don't need to say much else. B.O. said it for me. But again, you do note he did say, don't boo, vote. That's correct. But he also intimated towards something I have been saying for those same 9 years. 2 things I remind you of repeatedly. Number 1, it's not a Democratic choice. It's an American. And number 2, and Obama said it tonight, and don't forget it. If not in my house, not in the White House. So don't boo, vote.